All right, so what's the problem?
So I spent all yesterday getting this angle perfected, or what I thought was perfected. It looked good, and then I started coming this way towards this one, realizing the angles weren't lining up, and I had a much bigger gap down here than I had over here. And then, of course, you know, the wife chimes in and doesn't like the way that this returns. So I try to think
Because you don't want exposed end cuts down there.
Correct. So now I'm trying to figure out, how do I not have an exposed end cut and still cap it off, and still trying to make the wife happy.
But is this outside board parallel to your 2x6 in here where your riser's going to go?
So when I built the frame structure, I thought it was, but it's not. This is like at 10 1/8, and this is at like 11 1/2. So now I'm faced with,
so you're going to have to space out your riser to get parallel.
Correct. So now I want the steps to be the same distance all the way around, with about a 3/4 inch overhang, but now it leaves me a gap in here that my riser board just falls down into that gap.
And both of these angles aren't necessarily exactly 45s.
Correct. I thought this would be 22 1/2, and then 22 1/2 equals 45 to make it around, but we're at about 23 over here and 21 over there.
And then are you going to space out these steps, or are you going to butt them up against each other? Because are you face nailing them, or are you...
So these will all be face nailed with the Decorator's Pro plugs. And when I had this angle perfect, it was great, but this angle was a little bit different than this one, and then I realized, well, that creates a gap. And as
to where your spacing is going to be different.
Correct. So the stairs would have to be...
on these steps versus
these would be no gap at all, and all of a sudden, with the no gap here, was opening up a gap
on these
down here.
So how do you fix that?
For drainage, I'm going to call a contractor. We're just going to keep working these angles, and you know, I'm not the best at these particular angles. I'm more of a trial and error, and keep going until we figure it out.
So what overage did you calculate on the project? How much extra material do we have?
I think 6%.
We factored 6, and we may need 60.
Yeah, we're getting close already.
So we're playing better lucky than good as the overall strategy.
Yes, my best strategy right now is hope.
Never give up hope.